All right. Good morning and welcome everyone to the free daily coaching call. So I named our webinar this morning, did you see the pop-up webinar? Because we're doing a new thing. I'm going to do a new thing, and I added this with the email series that we're creating. So yesterday, I did a pop-up webinar because I've been working with Aweber. Now, I don't know how much each of you know. There's different people here each and every morning. So over the past few weeks, I've been working with Aweber on designing a co-branded page, and their affiliate manager has, been emailing me back and forth. So Aweber is literally the one of the first affiliate programs that I started using. And so because of that, let me go and find this message so I can show you guys. So I've been working with the Aweber affiliate guy over the last few days. And while I was doing that, we've also in conjunction around the same time, it just happened that we were that we've been working on our automated email series and the templates. And so as we were doing that, I'm looking for an email at the same time. Let me see. Okay, so as we were working on that, we were working with Aweber at the same time. And so some new features have come out and I haven't used them, and I wanted to look at using the campaigns because they added these features to make it easier. So I'm going to tie it all together. So yesterday I decided to do a pop-up webinar, and I'm going to, and I am creating an email list specifically for the pop-up webinars that this specific list will only get email updates when there's a pop-up webinar. So it'll just be like a message, pop-up webinar, and it'll just come to their email box. So it's like, hey, remember to look for these because these are going to come and they're going to be important. And even if you aren't able sometimes to make it to the pop-up webinar, you'll at least know that there was one and that somewhere I'm going to upload it, right? It'll be on my website. We'll be doing a replay webinar, something with it. So that being said, I started that project because I was working on something yesterday with Aweber, and I was like, wow, this is so cool that I know people are gonna act, like literally while I was doing it, I started building it, and I recognized, I was like, you know what? People are absolutely going to they're gonna ask me questions about this, right? Like for sure, without a doubt, they're going to ask me, hey, how can I do this? So I wanted to record it and set it up so that you guys would know how to do this. So I did the pop-up webinar. During the pop-up webinar, I literally used the pop-up webinar as the example for how to set up for how to do all of what I'm about to show you how to do. So the only way for me to really show you how to do this in order is for me. So what I did yesterday, so let me tell you what I did so that you know, so that before you go and watch this, you can see this. So there's going to, for those of you, in just a moment, I'm going to send you to a link. So I did two things yesterday. I uploaded these videos in two separate locations and for a specific reason. One is I uploaded them over on YouTube and put them as part of the email playlist. So people that were just doing some email work and that were in there on that playlist could find these three videos and watch them and apply them and be able to have access to them and go back and rewind them. In addition to that, I uploaded them to private hosting, right, that I use through My Lead System Pro. And the reason I did that is because now I could have them privately hosted, and that's where I'm going to send you guys so that there's no other videos that are brought up. Also, after the first video, it will automatically redirect you to the next video. And after the second video, it'll automatically redirect you to the third video. So I'll send you guys over there in just a minute. It's about 2.5 minutes each. So it's just under 9 minutes total of in these 3 videos. So it's less than 3 minutes a piece. And they show you some really amazing features that you can use right now in Aweber. And it doesn't have to be super complicated. It doesn't have to be super technical. And I show you how you can set it up as a template so that you could do this for yourself over and over and over again to make it super simple. So again, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us this morning here at Free Daily Coaching. Super excited about everything that we've been doing in the last few weeks, being able to bring real strategies, real marketing principles and concepts, real methods and techniques right here to you so that you can go out and apply them right now into your business so that you can see an increased result. Super excited. We're probably going to, over the next couple of days, we'll probably have another few pop-up webinars, both for email and for some of the social automation that we're doing. I went in and tweaked my system a little bit, and I'm super excited to be able to show you guys a couple things. So let me show you a few things here. So let me come over here and I'll show you guys this one. For those of you that joined us on our social media automation when we started just a couple, not too long ago, a month ago or so, maybe we started it, and I just surpassed the 5,000 mark, I think yesterday sometime. And you can see I'm gonna hit 5,200 sometime today, maybe maybe this morning. And then look at this increase. I just literally added some posts in because my posts had shut down, my automated posts, and I added those back in. And as my increased subscribers, my impressions and how many people are seeing my tweets is growing exponentially, or not exponentially, but very rapidly. You can see, look at this, from 3,000 almost to 4,000 almost, another 3,000 here. We'll see what happens today. So we're getting an amazing response. We're getting people coming right in through Free Daily Coaching directly from the profile, and then from our welcome message, we split test that to see how many we're getting from here and how many from the message. So we are definitely getting an increase in lead flow from this. So that was exciting. So that's an update on that. We'll do a more detailed update and show you the stats and show you what we're doing and how we've tweaked the system and some shortcuts on that, and a pop-up webinar so we can have those quick videos for you to access and go back to. And then, so Aweber, this is just a mock-up. It's not the, this is just what the affiliate market, what the affiliate guy did. He sent it to their production team. So we gave them some graphics, and then check it out. They literally will have this hosted on aweber.com, so that I would have my own page right there on aweber.com and no longer have to use my own pretty link or anything. I could tell people to go right to Aweber, and they would be able to come and get their free trial, get started, and it's all branded right to me. So pretty exciting to be able to work in your business. And this is really the bigger thing, is if you're consistent in your business and you take regular actions day after day, what happens is results. And when you can start to look at the results and then take those results and let your next actions be based upon those results, that really allows you to move forward in your business. And so by doing that, we've really been able to step it up, right? And by doing that, by stepping it up in our business, by learning some skills, by marketing our business, by building relationships with people, we've been able to do things like be able to build a relationship with someone over at Aweber. Now, maybe that's not a big deal to you, but it's a pretty big deal to me, since that's the way that I communicate with all of my subscribers. Imagine that if you have a problem, you could just literally send an email over and you could get a response back and forth. I've been emailing the guy that I talk to directly over there, and literally, I would, let me go back and look, because it'll say. Literally between the two of us, we have over 50 different emails going back and forth in a conversation about this, right? We've talked now on the phone, right? So building relationships, doing things consistently can absolutely be a huge benefit in your business. And this is the cool part about this. If you're building your business and you're building it the right way, then there's this idea that you're building a team, right? Everyone has this idea of just building a team, and you're building your downline if you're in multi-level marketing, or if you're in a home-based business that has a team structure. You're building your team, or you're building clients, or your database of people that are purchasing, right? So everyone's focused down. But one of the key components of what we do is learn from other people, right? You're learning from the people that came before you, because this isn't like you're not exploring, you know, the Himalayas for the first time. People have done this before, so there's a blueprint, there's an outline. So in addition to looking down, we should also be like looking up, so that it's like a ladder, right? Like we're standing on a ladder or on a stairwell. And to go up the stairwell, we need to look up the stairs and ask questions to the guy that's a couple floors above us, so that we can keep moving forward. And in addition, we need to be able to look down the stairwell and be able to tell the people that are down below, that are coming up the stairwell, right? We need to give them the directions on how to get up. So it's a two-way street. So Clive said his campaign stopped and he's not sure how to reactivate it. So Clive, if you're willing, we can jump you over. If you raise your hand to tell me, we'll jump you over and we could reactivate it now, or we could do that later on a pop-up webinar. If you don't have the time to do it right now, that's fine. So if anyone has any trouble or anything pauses or anything happens, what we'll do is, okay, cool, we'll bring you over. I'm actually creating a little site on our, just like where we created the free daily coaching site, we're creating another membership site for this so that you could go in and access all the videos. So I'm adding that in now. I also added these videos from yesterday, the email series videos. I added those over there as well, so those will be published soon. In the members area, you'll see those. Me and Clive are like in a competition here. Clive has me beat though, because you got like a full, because you have this part of your mustache is growing, where mine is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mine is like length, but yours is growing here too though, right? Wait, hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, that part of yours is pretty long, but you're actually growing this part too.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't grow that part. So the top part of your length covers over. See, I could do that shape. It just doesn't have like the girth that you have down on the.
Yeah, I sort of stopped trimming it, and it's sort of like going to grow it so the whole thing goes out.
Yeah, see, I just did mine like this because I couldn't do it. If I was going to grow it with the beard, I couldn't have the same as you.
Yeah.
Right. So, all right. So let's just bring up your screen share, Clive.
Okay, I'm just opening up my
your AWS console.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get it up, we'll just bring it up. So this is a great example. So of what happened. So Clive's stalled out or it paused, something shut down. So if you look, Clive, and I'll show you afterwards, if we look at mine, you can actually see my Twitter audience go up, and then there's a couple times where it like peaks up and it almost drops back down for a day or two, and then it starts to go up. And I had one or two of those where there's a couple days where it's just not running so well. And the reason is because I like my account got jacked. Okay, so inactive blog feeds. Okay, so just go click on one of those campaigns. Over on the left-hand side you can, or you could go on the details. See where the name is of it. Will it let you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this one is your MLSP blog. You don't have any, okay, so go up to what to publish. or go to drafts and we'll see what's in there. Okay, so nothing. So the MLSP blog, Clive, has to be, you need to upload that file.
So I'd have to do that again, do I?
Okay, so, oh, so you are, yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. So, okay, so go back, just go back up to the top where it says return to campaign list. Right up above where you're at there, just above in the blue area.
Oh, okay, yes, sorry.
There you go. And then go to the blog feed, CJ. And go here, go what to publish. And this one I think is an RSS feed. So go to RSS post. Okay. Have you been regularly blogging?
Well, this has been I have been, yeah, but these are supposed to, I thought this was from that file we made with all the MLSP blogs.
No, well, this one is an RSS feed from your blog.
My own blog. Yeah, okay. So yeah, no, it's been a week or two since I have done a blog. So
okay, so you could always stop this one, right? Or you can just make you can go and force an update and make it pull more, right?
Right.
And then what you can do is go when to publish on this one, and go down to just do it one time a day from your own blog. See where the settings, this will publish just one instead of two, because you don't have as much content on yours. And then that way you could just add in, you're going up. Yeah. Then that way you could just add in like an extra retweet or something like that to, if you want to have as many tweets, right? Yeah. So you just need to go in force update this one, and then on the MLSP one, Clive, and let me just put my screen up so other people can see me. So this is important for everyone to remember. On the MLSP part of the project that we did in that, remember when we went over to the Google Docs or the Google Sheets and we actually typed in we copied in that little code to pull over all the URLs? We only pulled like 100 or 150, right?
Yep.
So we need to go and pull right now. So now, like, it's been whatever, we pulled the 150 a month ago. So we need to go pull the last month's worth of blogs. Right?
Have to go and do the same exercise again, yeah.
Yeah, and then make a new sheet. Now this is the exciting part, Clive. If you turn off your screen share, or if you can see my screen, what I did on my last adventure here, and let me see if I have it right here. Look on my desktop, I think is where I put it. Oh, right here. So let me show you this sheet, Clive. Let me do a screen share here. I open it up. And what I did, okay. So can you see this sheet that I have open?
Yep, yep.
Okay, so when I saved the title, instead of, okay, so here was the deal. I figured out that the amount, Clive, of actual leads I was getting from the direct link wasn't so exorbitant that I needed to go and create a custom cookie for each one, okay? It wasn't worth that amount of extra time.
Right.
So I just simply got the title and the actual URL, okay? And then to the URL, I added my ID still, my ShareEngine ID.
Yeah.
So when I saved the file, I just saved it as the title of the blog post, space, and then the full MLSP URL with my ID.
Right.
Okay, and I saved that over into that form that we have for the Maths Planner upload, right? That has all these little blanks, and I just put that into the first column. And the reason, Clive, is because, well, there's two reasons. A, the first reason was because it wasn't worth the time to cookie it. B, the main reason was that we were worried about the amount of characters, right?
Yes. Yes.
So first things first, one, Twitter, there's a thing that Twitter is most likely not going to, they're not going to count the URL, the links anymore as part of the characters.
Yep.
So that's going to be huge. And if you go into your Maths Planner, okay, go back, go do a share screen again, Clive, and go back in. Are you still loaded up there?
Yep.
Go back in there and let me show you something that's really cool. When you go over, and you can go back into that campaign where it shows from the MLSP blog to that campaign. So return to campaign list up top there, and we're going to go back to the campaign that has the MLSP blog. Now this is cool. Do you see where it says underneath settings, just to your left there, it says settings, and then down below there's a couple boxes. One of the boxes says shorten all the URLs from the post using a random provider from Google, TinyURL, or whatever. So you can just go in there and shorten them right there.
Right.
And just click that button and it's automatically going to shorten the link. So that way, if you're over on the characters, it shortens it up for you, and then that just saves time for you. It's one of those things where you don't have to do it. All you have to do is go over to Google Docs, pull the title, pull the URL, right?
Yeah.
Add your ID to the back of the URL, merge the two into a column, add that, copy that over into the Excel page that for upload here, and then upload it. So it can be like a, 5 or 10 minute deal. Yep. And then just figure out how many posts that you pull, right? So let's just imagine if you pull 150 posts, right? And you do 3 a day, that's going to give you 50 days.
Right.
Right? And then in 50 days from now, you'll be able to come back and pull 50 new posts, or 70 new posts, or however many new posts that they've made in that last 50 days. Right? So I would set it up, if it was me, what I would do is, I think, and this is what I've been doing, and that's why we're doing some revised editions, is I would only do like 1 or 2 a day of theirs, because you can pull way back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just do 1 or 2 a day and let it go for like 60 days. You know what I mean? Give yourself enough time to let them do like a bunch of new blog posts.
Right, I'm with you.
Right? And then that way, when you go and you can set it up, then you could still be doing 1 or 2 a day of theirs. Plus you got 1 of yours. Plus you got 2 or 3 retweets. Right?
Yeah.
Plus you got maybe some quotes in there. Right? Yep. And then this is a reality. So now that's pretty much automated, right? So you've got a couple different blogs going. You got an automated blog. You got your blog. Those are both automated. You got retweets happening automated. Maybe you got a quote campaign up there, and that's going on automation. Now it wouldn't be that big of a deal once in a while to just have if you had the application set up on your phone, right? Yeah. Then it wouldn't be a big deal once in a while to be like, do a tweet, be like, here, we'll do a photo, and we'll take a photo, bam, and then I'll use that photo, and I'll just say, say, wow, showing some cool automation tips this morning on free, and I'll just put the link, HTTP, right? / free daily coaching.com. That's it. And then I could tweet it, and it's not a big deal, right? Like, am I big on using Twitter? No. But now that I've got this process set up, and now that my account is starting to build up some exposure, right?
Yeah.
Right. Why not? Like, just while we're sitting here, I got another follower, right? So it's just another person in my audience. And then boom, I just put up a quick tweet, guys. Look, there's a picture of what we're doing. Wow, look, blah, 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 blah. So now it's not a big deal to start to interact. Even if I just did one tweet a day, just one, like, hey, what's up, right?
A little cherry on top each time.
What's that?
Adding a little cherry on top each time.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then, because this is it. Imagine this. If you're already using a specific platform, a specific marketing platform, or a social media platform, and you're using it on the regular, like I am with Facebook, and then you want to add something else in. We added this in by setting it up so that a tool is helping us build it until it gets to because I don't want to mess around with it if there's 14 people watching, right? Or 12 people, that it's not enough. Check this out. The numbers aren't enough, right? It's just not, there's not enough like real things going on there that makes it worth it. But if I can build the audience big enough where I could phase myself in, where I could just do the cherry on top, where it's just one real message a day, and then I could start and then maybe I start just like I did with Facebook, and just like I do the 555 with Facebook. What if I just said, okay, I'm just going to spend 15 minutes a day, and I'm going to go through all those little messages and message people back and split test in real life and find out who the real people are, and is there real people to talk to? Because there is real people to talk to. Could those real people turn into more leads and more sales? I believe so. So it's just adding the cherry on top is just letting us scale into it and phase into it slowly, right? And it's like acclimating. It's like sometimes when you go in the pool and it's a little too chilly, right? So you sit on the first step and get your feet in there, right? And then you get your knees in there, and then you're like, man, I know I got to sit all the way on this step, and that's going to be really cold, right? But then once you've like kind of acclimated halfway, at that point, it's really not hard to just go in, right? And it's the same thing. Some people just like to just jump right in. They don't want to get acclimated. So this is a way to to get yourself acclimated. So, and we're going to see, this is going to be a fun test now. I think, and I don't know, but I think that this is going to be like YouTube, where when you get to a certain threshold or a certain point, they kind of are like, okay, that person's going now. And they kind of like let you have a little bit more like freedom. So I think that the 5,000 follower point is that point on Twitter. Like right when you start to get up to 5,000, it's like, it seems to like stall out and things weren't going so well. And then once I broke over, it seems like it's going fast again. So we'll see how if that's a real thing for others as people are building.
Yeah, I'm up to like 4,600 followers now. So
yeah, right. So go and see how and I'll show you guys. This is where I got and we'll just show you this, and then we'll go off to the next thing. And I'll send you guys over the entire screen. So when I got to this area, you'll see that there's a drop off here in my audience a couple times. So here I started, right? Like right here is where I started, somewhere like back here. And so I started, it was doing good. And then that tool stalled out. So I was like, whoops, I needed to turn it back on. So because my account was brand new. So they were like, hey, what is going on all of a sudden? right? So they wanted to make sure it was me. So they paused me. So I had to re-verify, and then it restarted and it was growing good. It did good, boom. I even had a big spike here where it's like a big day. And then this right here was, I got paused again and I was gone for a couple days and I couldn't log into, like, for whatever reason, my computer wasn't like acknowledging me to log into my AWS. I couldn't remember the password and I was having a hard time. So when I got home, I fixed it and it was going again. And then all of my posts had ran out. Oh, you don't see my screen right now?
I can see it.
Oh, okay. All of my posts had ran out, just like Clive's. So it all had like kind of stalled out. No one was, and people were starting to unfollow. And so then I got that fixed, turned it back regular again, and then boom, 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 boom. So you can see though that right here, just before I got to the, right here, right before I got to the 5,000, it was, you know, there was these stall outs and they were lower than where you're at, Clive, but you've got your system set up. So we'll see how it pushes up and over. But you can see where I got a couple days where there was only like 50 or 60 followers. Like right here, I went from here to here, I went down. Right here from 4877 to 4873. Like lost followers for a day or two. I was like, hey, what happened? Right, I barely grew, and then I went down, and then it started to grow. And even right here, there was barely any growth, like 40 people. And then it took off again. So
it's just posted that like no one else can see.
You know, once you pass the, oh, you can't, they can't see me because I had you white box.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so here you go, guys. Here's the insights. So here's where you can see the growth and the stall out spots, right? So if you see that, or you log into your Twitter and it's like, hey, there's some unactivity, like crazy activity, suspicious activity, you've been automated, or we think, you just have to go change your password. When you change your password in Twitter, you have to go over and log, you have to go over and log into your AWS and change your password over there so that the Twitter, you know, Twitter can sync up. So that's it. So every month, Clive, or every 50 days or 60 days or so, you're gonna have to go in and add in that new updated, you know, deal there.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the cool part about that though is if you're an affiliate of anything else that has like MLSP that has a website and does blogging on a regular basis, you can get your affiliate ID and be doing the same thing.
Cool.
Right? Sorry guys, I couldn't see any of, just so you know, when you guys are doing that, I couldn't see, I can't see your screen only over there either. Yeah, you guys could add your YouTube videos to tweet out too. That could be a campaign where you had like you know, what you could do is it would be really simple. You know, you already have the Mass Planner upload sheet. So just in that first column, right? The first column of like, of the sheet, you'd have the name, like whatever the title is that you wanted to have of the video, right? And then the video URL. I tried it through Google to pull the URLs from YouTube, from my channel. It didn't seem to work like it does from the blog feed, even when I pulled it from the feed. YouTube changed their feed URL thing, so it's like really hard. It was really hard for me to get connected that way. So what I would do is just go in and copy like my URLs, you know, from YouTube, and then just make a list of them. Like I have that, and then you could just put a title and then the YouTube URL. I would try it, tweet one first, and see how it comes up with the thumbnail, right? Like on Twitter, what does the YouTube video look like when you put just the raw YouTube link, and see, and then depending on how that looks, you may want to add an image, like a thumbnail image, over on the either on the YouTube video itself or on the image in the Mass Planner upload. So now, okay, so now this is the cool, guys. I'm gonna send you in 1 minute, I'm gonna send you over to a link where you can watch those 3 videos that the pop-up webinar videos that I edited them already for you guys. So they're on YouTube and they're edited, and you'll notice that I used the new I used one of the cool new services that we saw the other day, like Canva, to make some thumbnails for them, right? For those videos. So I put those over on YouTube for you guys to go re-access. Right now, I'm going to send you to a link. And this is a cool feature I want you guys to see that you can use if you're hosting videos over at My Lead System Pro. There's no other related videos from YouTube, right? And it's going to automatically shoot you to the next video. And you can see I even customized the page. At the bottom, I wrote like marketing made easy or something. So I just wanted to show you guys that this is possible, and that I built it this way so that specifically if I want to send someone and I want them to see all 3 videos in order, they'll be able to, right? They don't, like, it doesn't take you out anywhere else. So last announcement, then I'm sending you to that link. Imagine if we could do this. It's taken a little bit of time, right? Like, and this is it. It's taken a little bit of time for us to set up, and then we just let time expire and we just did what we would normally do the rest of our business. And now we're getting some traction over on Twitter, right? So I want you to imagine now that we could now take this another step. And what if we started adding in the other social platforms, right? Once we built the Twitter and it was going pretty good, you know, I don't need it to do 500 new people a day. 100 a day is fine. If it can do that in, you know, a couple hours and do all of its thing, then I could have it running for a couple hours on something else and on something else and on something else, right? Mm-hmm. So that's going to be one of our next pop-ups on the automation. When we do that, we'll start adding in these new, these other services for the automation. We're going to do that while we're doing the email thing, right? We're going to, just like always, we're juggling like 3 things at one time because we want to get massive amounts. This is how I work, right? I like to do massive amounts and chunks of work at once. So then I can then take huge amounts of time off as well, right? Because a lot of my time is spent with you guys. So literally, right? Because I have calls. So Clive, go just re-pull the MLSP deals. If you have any troubles, just let me know. And you can always go back. We'll get you the link to the videos. We're going to clean those videos up too to make those into like little 3-minute, like, here's how you go set this up. So that when you need the piece of like, hey, I want to do this, you don't have to watch through the whole thing, right? Because when they're like 3 minutes or 2.5, 3 minutes, they're way easier to get through. And you're like, hey, I just want to do this one specific thing. And you can just watch exactly how to do that. So go off today, guys. And I'm sending you over to the 3 video series that we created yesterday from those pop-up videos. What this does is it shows you how to use Aweber, the new campaigns that they have, instead of using the legacy series. And the reason for that is simple. Imagine if you just went in and created a new list that was called email template list. And in that list, you had all of your campaigns, your welcome campaign, your different sales series, your welcome back campaigns, your win backs, your second chance. All the templates could be right there in that list, right? You could then share those, and I show you how to do all this. You share those messages as drafts, and when they're drafts, you can share them to any of your lists. So you could go out and share them to all of your other lists, right, if you wanted to. And then let's say that you have a list that's specific to a specific product. Well, now you have a template in there for the welcome message, the sales message, right, the redirect message. You have all those templates, and now you can go in and just put in the links and the wording, right, for that specific product, and voila, you've got an entire campaign. The cool thing about that is this. Instead of having to move people from list to list to list and unsubscribe people, which is one way you could do that, this way you could have one list, one big list. Imagine this is the list. All the coffee in the cup is the list, right? And guess what? You could say, hey, coffee, hey, list, this week I want to show you iPhone stuff. And you could show them iPhone stuff, right? And then everyone that's in the cup that wants to check out iPhone stuff, push the button, and when they do, then they get these messages. They don't have to be unsubscribed from this list. They just get this campaign, right? The iPhone campaign. When I show people the knife and I say, who wants to get a hunting knife, then the people that want to go hunting are going to go on the hunting campaign. And they're going to get these messages, right? But they're still all part of the same main list so that I could still send them all broadcast messages, etc.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty powerful. I actually called the customer service yesterday because I was like, hey, how come I can't do this? And the girl's like, oh, well, it's still in beta. We'll look. So I went to go and email the guy that I know over there. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go check something out. And then I checked something out and I'm like, dude, it's already here. Of course it is. This is obvious that they would have this, right? They would, of course they would make it so you could make a campaign and transfer it across the system, right? So you wouldn't have to copy each message. So there's just a little buttons that say copy to the different list, and I show you how to do it. So thanks for joining us at Free Daily Coaching. Thanks to Clive for bringing up a great question in your social media automation. If you're using that Mask Planner tool, how to get it kick-started back up if it paused out on you. It's because you ran out of content. Go fill those campaigns back up with content, and you'll be ready to go again. Remember to adjust your tweets, your retweets, and your campaigns so that you have a good amount of content going out and you're not depleting one source, right? In looking just to fill up your content. It's better to send out an extra retweet that day than 2 blog posts if you're going to run out of blog posts every couple of days. So thanks for joining us again. Go check out what we did yesterday in a pop-up webinar to make your email easy, simple, and automated. We'll see you guys the next time. Clive, I'll give you the link in a Facebook message.
Awesome, thank you.
They're because you're not over there. So I'll just send it to you over here on Facebook. And I just did it through MLSP so that you can, oops, wrong one. There you are. You pulled up your business profile. So here you go. Let me message it to you. Make sure it's you. All right. Okay, there you go, Clive.
Cool, thank you.
All right, I sent it over. All right, buddy, thanks. Yeah, and if you have any problems with that, just let me know.
Appreciate it, thank you.
All right, talk to you later.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
Bye.